to you about something way more important than any cert you could get. Now, this is more important than the OSCP, more important than the PMPT, more important than all of those certs, more important than your career, more important than landing your role as a pen tester. And what I want to talk about real briefly is your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Here's a reality. Many of us, myself included, are on this like treadmill where we want to be successful. We want to get the next cert. We want to land the next job. We want to get the next salary raise. But here's what I've noticed about me, and I'm guessing is true about you as well. In our pursuit to become successful, we begin to sacrifice the things that matter the most. So no, for those of you with kids, I have 2 young kids. Here's the temptation. We are trying to be successful. We're trying to grind it out. We're trying to study, but very quickly what ends up happening is we sacrifice our children on this altar to success. Now, I have a religious background, so I'm gonna get religious just a little bit here, but in ancient religion, what would sometimes happen, this really detestable practice where ancient religions would actually sacrifice their children on a real altar in order to appease the gods. When trauma was happening, when things were happening, they thought they had to appease the gods, so they would offer a blood sacrifice with their own children. Now, to you and me, that sounds insane, but might I suggest we do something very similar when it comes to our careers. We might not be taking their lives, but we're sacrificing our time with them in order to get the next cert, in order to study, in order to make the next video. And might I suggest to you that is not okay. That if you succeed in your career, but you fail in your role as a parent, or if you succeed in your career, but you fail in your role as a spouse or partner, if you succeed in your career, but your relationship with everyone close to you has been ruptured because of this unhealthy focus on success, is that really success? I would argue it is not. And here is where I really think professional therapy needs to step in. Right before I started this video, and I'm on stream right now, so before I started stream, I was doing my regular therapy session. I've been in therapy for quite a few months now through something called Talkspace. I want to give you a quick overview of Talkspace and really encourage you, sign up today. Now, to be clear, this video is not sponsored by Talkspace in any way, shape, or form. They don't even know I'm making the video. If they want to offer me free therapy, cool, I'll take it, but this is not sponsored. I just really believe in what they're doing. It's been helpful to me personally. Here is Talkspace. So it's online therapy with a licensed therapist, but what I want to point out to you is there's really a few alternatives. There's BetterHelp as well. I've looked into BetterHelp. I'm sure they're an incredible platform, but here's why BetterHelp didn't work for me. They don't accept health insurance. At least the last time I checked, they do not accept health insurance. Talkspace does. So that's one reason I would encourage you. If you have health insurance, it's likely going to pay for Talkspace. For me personally, I pay, I think, $10 a month at the most for unlimited therapy sessions. Now, in addition to that, there's some other cool things about Talkspace. One is this I want to highlight is how convenient it is. So here's the coolest thing. You get into a private chat room with your therapist and you can message them at any time and they actually respond. At least my therapist responds all the time. Super helpful to talk to, but you can message them at any time in this private space and just share with them what's going on, things that you're struggling with, and you can talk back and forth as often as you want, and you have that all the time with your therapist. On top of that, you can also schedule traditional sessions. I try to do them twice a month. You can do them over video or over audio, whatever works for you, and you're matched with a therapist in your state. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but you're matched with a professional therapist in your state. They can also prescribe medication, which I think is important. So often we try to just rough our way through life, but there are real things such as depression and anxiety that, yes, talk therapy is good, but talk therapy works best when it's paired with medication. So with Talkspace, you can go through professional therapy, but you can also get the medication that you need as well. And once again, affordable. I don't honestly know what it costs out of pocket because, like I told you, my health insurance pays for it, but even out of pocket, I believe they have different plans in order to make it affordable for you if you do not have health insurance. It talks about being dependable. I've had no issues with my therapist responding to me and all the questions that I have. And here's how it works. Like, let me just walk through this from my own experience. The first thing you do is an initial consultation, and that's just walking through, hey, what help do you need? Why are you doing this? Like, why are you pursuing therapy? And here's the thing. You don't need to have your life falling apart to go through therapy. Matter of fact, if you go through therapy now, hopefully you can prevent your life from falling apart in the first place. You think about a vehicle. If you have a vehicle, you take it regularly to get get the oil change. At least you should. I often don't. I drive a 2002 Volvo that right now will not run. It's sitting on the street. But usually to take care of your car, you actually take it to a place to get it maintained on a regular basis. Well, it should be the same, if not even more important, with your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. You should be regularly having checkups so that your life doesn't fall apart because you made some stupid decision out of a place of self-medication, whether it's alcohol or something else, because you went down that route instead of getting help. So you do that initial consultation, but I do want to let you know you don't need to have your life falling apart to do therapy. Do it now. And they're quick, and it was for me. You get a personalized match with someone who fits your personality. I can't speak for everyone, but I can say for me, it worked incredibly well. I have not changed my therapist. I have the same one I had since I started with, and I really like talking to him, have learned a lot from him. And then you start the journey to become happier, healthier, whatever lingo you want to use. I recognize this is some of their marketing language, but this is true. I would highly recommend it. If you're not in a place of doing regular therapy right now, you should start today. Take it from me. It really does help. And here's the thing I've noticed. The best thing you can do for your career is to be a healthy person. Like truly, it will rub off on your team. It'll come out when you do interviews. It'll come out when you talk to people. People are attracted to emotionally stable and healthy people. And the best way to do that is through therapy. Now, if you're like me, we often think, hey, I know myself really well. I know my triggers. I know the trauma I've been through. No, you don't. You don't. We need a third party to look at our life, to ask those deeper questions, and to help us come to a place of healing. So once again, if you are not in it right now, I would strongly encourage you, sign up for therapy. It may not be Talkspace, maybe it's an in-person therapy where you live, but sign up for therapy today, get healthy, and then you'll be in awe at how well that helps your career. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.